Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today for NJIT's annual Day of Giving. I'm joined here today by our illustrious president, Dr. Joel Bloom. I thank you, Dr. Bloom, for taking time out of your very busy schedule to join us.
Thank you, Ken Alexo, our VP for everything that is development. So thank you for your very good work here. So today we're here to talk about the Joel S. Bloom Presidential Scholarship for low-income students. Low-income students have been the fabric of this university for decades. Our low-income students, upon graduation, have a transformed life. They have so much opportunity in employment, in community service, in helping their families, their siblings, their relatives, helping the industries that they work in. And yet we know it's that income that stops too many young men and women who start here from completing. In fact, at one time, our graduation rate was just a little above the national average. Today, the graduation rate is record-breaking. It's 74%. So how did we go from a little over 50% to 74% in about a decade? And we did it, Ken, based on the investments alums made in their university, giving back. We did it based on friends of the university and how they stepped up and supported an institution that they saw making a difference. And of course, our corporate and industry partners. They all stepped up to realize we can improve the graduation rate. We can give these students, first and foremost, financial support. So NJIT today is one of the leaders, particularly here in the state of New Jersey, in the per capita financial support. We are one of the leaders in graduating underrepresented minority engineers and computer scientists. We're typically in the top 20 universities graduating African American and Hispanics in computing sciences and in engineering. We're clearly, again, a leader among universities. We will soon become a Hispanic-serving university. We have created the pathways and the means to improve graduation rate. The pathways we've always known. The pathway is always support services. Many of these young men and women come from schools that did not fully prepare them for a STEM education, for Calculus 1, Calculus 2, Calculus 3, differential equations, physics, chemistry, etc. So we do have a broad array of tutorial services. And our tutors are very often other students and our faculty. They're able to help these students not only learn the content matter, but how to study, because that's very often is a skill. And then we have kind of the mental health and the guidance and the counseling and the services available for students. And very importantly, we have the ability to engage them in our clubs, whether it's, and we have critical programs, educational opportunity program, the Honors College, obviously. Our athletes have had, I think it's 26 semesters of a 3.0 or better average while they are D1 athletes. What's the difference? We know the support services, we know the pathway, the means, and the means is about money. When we're able to take a young man or woman who thought they were going to drop out because they no longer had the funds to complete their junior or senior year. They have 80 and 90 credits here. 80 and 90 credits. And all of a sudden we don't see them register for their next class. We contact them and we find out it's either they owe too much money to the university based on unpaid bills, or they can't borrow any more money. They've maxed out personal access to funding or governmental access to funding. So we then call them in. We come up with an agreed upon loan program. and they re-enroll, and they graduate, and we give them their transcripts. We make sure they have their transcripts to seek employment. Today, they probably don't even need a transcript because the demand, 3 and 4 jobs, critical industries for the future of our country. But the beauty of the NJIT student is they pay back. I think we have one of the lowest default rates of federal loans, for example. We know they pay back to NJIT. We know they pay back by their workforce roles, what they do, and many of them go on to do major leadership in their communities. So this is an investment. And giving money to this scholarship program to low-income students is an investment. My last point, Ken. Not only have we recognized it, the New York Times, Forbes magazine says NJIT, for its achievements in social and economic mobility, taking low-income students, they could be on Pell Grants, which is about for the economically poorest kids in this country, that they will complete, they will graduate, they will get a job after 10 years of employment. They go from the lowest quintiles of family income to the highest in quintiles of personal income. And we're number 1 in the nation for doing this for many years. So the low-income scholarship is critical to moving our graduation rate from 74% to 75%, making the employees that are in desperate need out there to keep our economy and our country moving forward, making them available, ensuring that the workforce has the diversity that we must have, that we must have. So that's why, after 32 years, I'm very happy to work with you and continue to raise the needed monies for the low-income students to achieve success here at NJIT. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Dr. Bloom. Definitely this program is one that is worth investing in, and I'd like to encourage all of our alumni and friends on this annual NJIT Day of Giving to continue to pay back, as President Bloom noted, pay back to your alma mater and invest in this particular program so that NJIT can continue to be an engine of opportunity for students who are talented, who have the drive to succeed, but simply don't have the financial means. So hopefully we'll have a very successful Day of Giving. I'm confident that we will, and I do want to share with everyone that this is very much a program worth investing in, with the added benefit that you have the opportunity to honor President Bloom and his many accomplishments serving as leader of this institution. So Joel, I thank you, and I thank all of you for providing support today for the Dr. Joel Bloom Presidential Scholars Program.
And I think I'll continue to help you here a bit. While I'm retiring, as you know, as president, I will continue on as emeritus for a couple more years. And while I won't be the president making asks, I will continue to call up some people and say, how are you doing? I don't see you on the list yet.
Yes.
And other than that, Diane and I, many of you who've met my wife, Diane, we will be having a little more leisure time. Thank you. We will go back to a more normal schedule and calendar and spend time with our son and our family and friends, and occasionally visit the office I have here on the 5th floor of Eberhard Hall, and have more time for reasonable conversations and lunch with people who are just dear friends here, Ken and the other vice presidents, and many of you. So I look forward to meeting many of you on the road and seeing how well you have participated in the Joel S. Bloom Scholarship Program for low-income students. So thank you much, thank you, and stay well and take care of each other.
Thank you again, Dr. Bloom, and we all do wish you a very happy retirement, and we're looking forward to continuing to work with you as President Emeritus of NJIT. You've been a terrific advocate for our students, a tremendous ambassador for NJIT, And frankly, it's the least that all of us could do to express our gratitude, is to give to this new initiative that will support our students going forward. So thank you again, Joel.
Thank you, Ken.
You're welcome. And thank you to all of our alumni out there who are watching this live stream. Again, I'm pleased to encourage you. It's really my honor to encourage you to make a gift today as part of NJIT's annual Day of Giving. There are some challenges out there, so if you visit the website, you will see for every 300 gifts we get in, we have a challenge from the Alumni Association, courtesy of a very generous anonymous donor who will put in another $50,000 for the Joel Bloom Presidential Scholars Program. So if we get to 1,500, he did cap it at $250K. So if we do get to 1,500 gifts today, and I'm confident that we will have unlocked an additional $250,000 for this very worthy program that has been created in your name and in your honor.
That's excellent.
So thank you all, and happy giving.
Happy giving. Stay well.